If you want a proper four-wheel drive, then you couldn't ask for more variety than this. From a desert rally inspired ute to a proper off-roading 7-seat family wagon to the world's smallest, cheekiest rock climber, there's a size and type for everyone. But you need more than just a talent for tough to top this podium in 2019, because multitasking is the new specialised, even for men. The four-wheel drive testing process involved an emergency lane change, a slalom, dry braking from 100 kilometres an hour, and general handling and stability control assessment around Wakefield Park Raceway, as well as a thrash along our bendy and bumpy country road loop. And because these are dedicated four-wheel drives, some genuinely challenging off-roading at a dedicated facility outside Goulburn in New South Wales to see whether they truly cut the mustard when life gets dirty. Easily the smallest and arguably the most intriguing of our trio is the new generation Suzuki Jimny. It's the first all-new example in 20 years, yet Suzuki has refused to turn its back on what true off-road enthusiasts want. That means body-on-frame construction, live axle suspension at both the back and the front, and a low-range gear set for its 5-speed manual transmission. Admittedly, for proper hardcore off-roading, the Jimny's peachy little 1.5 litre petrol could use even lower gearing, but it's amazing just how capable this square-edged bundle of love actually is. That ability becomes a little more challenged on-road, where the Jimny's bluff sides, baggy tyres and non-independent suspension expose the compromises in such an antiquated design. But there's perverse fun to be had in the charming Suzuki, providing it's not too windy or the road surface too slippery. A wet and gusty freeway can be a noisy, white-knuckle experience in a Jimny as it wanders all over the road. Yes, it's a flawed design. However, its seats are supportive, its vision is superb, its turning circle wonderfully tight, and its drivetrain encouragingly eager. As a city runabout with bucket loads of sand and off-road talent lurking in the background, it's a little ripper. Or a turgid anachronism, depending on your point of view. The Ford Ranger Raptor couldn't be more different. Its intimidating size and hugely supple suspension makes it feel like Bigfoot scaling foothills, rather than a dual cab tackling seriously challenging off-road terrain. And while that feeling of size doesn't escape it on-road, there's genuine ride quality and a lovely flowing gait to the way the Raptor moves that can't help but draw you in. From its widened tracks and bespoke exterior styling to its proper sports seats and tastefully furnished cabin, the Raptor stands head and shoulders above its less classy Ranger siblings. About the only thing it noticeably shares is its pumped-up 2-litre bi-turbo diesel and 10-speed auto, both of which add a touch of class to a Wildtrak but feel somehow shortchanged in a Raptor. If only it had a lusty V6 or a sweet, free-revving petrol V8. Interesting as the Jimny and Ranger Raptor are though, they don't have the jack-of-all-trades splendour of the Toyota Prado VX. This son of Land Cruiser's 7-seat wagon has long lived in its larger sibling's shadow, but this current generation has finally come of age, both as an on-road family truckster and an off-road tool of the trade. The Prado might share its 130 kilowatt, 450 newton metre, 2.8 litre turbo diesel and 6-speed automatic transmission with the hugely popular Hilux, but in this 7-seat wagon, there's a level of refinement that exposes just how uncouth the ute version is. The Toyota Prado used to be a case of, thank God it's good off-road, because it certainly isn't any good on it. But that doesn't apply to the generation we have today. This updated Prado VX is such an accomplished vehicle because not only does it astound you with its off-road ability, but it's actually really livable on it too. It takes all the things that the Hilux is pretty good at, which is the torquey turbo diesel and this unburstability of feeling, and adds a tangible layer of refinement to all that. So it means that you're not putting up with this commercial vehicle when you're just driving around on bitumen and enjoying the goodness of it when you're off-road. You're actually enjoying its ability all of the time. Unlike its other four-wheel drive competitors here though, this Prado has a USP, and that while it is tremendous off-road, it's still a 7-seater. It's still an economical diesel 7-seater, and it's still a Toyota, which means it's like the FJ Holden of 2019, in that you'll be able to get parts for it everywhere, and someone will want it when you're finished with it. In fact, the Prado is now so well mannered that you'd never know it was a separate chassis design on road. It feels like a tighter, sweeter, smoother Land Cruiser with ride-quality plushness that comprehensively trounces its Kluger stablemate. And it's a better off-roader than the Hilux because it can dig deep without shaking you to bits. It even managed to scale the test route's rocky climbs without even having its diffs locked. Such is the effortless competence of this Toyota four-wheel drive. And while its interior is hardly at the forefront of 2019 design, this second front top VX is packed full of creature comforts. It has acres of space and even gives you the option of either carrying a spare wheel on the side hinge tailgate to make room for a 63-litre reserve fuel tank or storing it underneath like in our test car, making the Prado prettier while saving 60 kilograms in weight. It's that level of well thought out detail that really matters when toughing it in Australia. In the four-wheel drive category, all of our contenders are talented enough to deserve a medal, but the best four-wheel drive for 2019 is the Toyota Prado VX. It's such a strong contender on all levels, great both on-road and off, that it is a deserving winner.
The 2019 Drive Commercial Car of the Year Awards are proudly presented by BP Plus. With over 1,400 sites across Australia, BP provides a premium fuel network to keep your business moving. With BP Plus, vehicle operators and business owners have a fuss-free solution to conveniently manage their fuel costs, whether it's a single vehicle or a nationwide fleet. With quick and easy ways to pay for fuel, simple to use online tools and comprehensive reports. BP Plus card members can also choose to pay using the BP Me phone app, which allows users to pay at the pump and simply drive away. It also means you don't need to remember your odometer number. Simply input it into the app. It's quick and simple and keeps your business on the road rather than standing in line. With a host of convenient online services and customizable reports, BP Plus also saves time back in the office too. For more information, visit bpplus.com.au and apply for your own BP Plus card today.